So you see, it all very much depends upon you. Only you can decide what the right choices are in your life. Do not make the mistake of outsourcing the executive decision-making for your life. Don't ask anybody to tell you what your major should be. Don't ask anybody's opinion about what your major should be. Not your parents, not your friends. It doesn't matter. Only you can know what your major should be. And don't ask others to tell you whether you should go to university or not, or whether you should become a business person or not, or whether you should learn a specific skill set, like, should I learn computer programming or not? You have to decide that, depending upon where you see your life going. So you need to have a vision of where you're going to go. All of the most important skills that I developed to lead to my success today have come from independent self-education, from reading, from books, from tutorials, from projects. These skills include web development, game development, programming, philosophy, psychology, self-help and personal development, dating and relationships and sexuality, online marketing, sales, business, nutrition, health and fitness, socialization, increasing my self-esteem and confidence, public speaking, and of course, the spiritual topics that I talk about. These are, in a sense, some of the most important skills you can learn. And speaking of which, here are a list of skills that you should be laser focused on for the next 5 or 10 years of your life, developing proficiency and expertise with the following skills, because these are the skills that are the foundation that everybody needs to really create a fulfilling life for themselves. And these will not be taught to you, for the most part, in university. That's the worst part. You have to take responsibility for building these yourself. So, business, sales, and marketing. These are hugely important, even if you think that you don't like business, sales, and marketing. I don't care if you're an artist. I'm a very artistic, creative person. Personally, I don't like business. I don't like sales. I don't like marketing. I hate marketing. I hated marketing with a vengeance. I forced myself to learn it because I knew I had to in order to escape wage slavery. And so I did. Only thanks to that was it possible. If you don't understand business, sales, and marketing, you're going to be struggling financially for the rest of your life. You're going to be financially clueless and dependent on others for the rest of your life, basically. Next is self-help and personal development. Go to a bookstore, ask for the self-help aisle. Every book and every topic covered in that self-help aisle is full of the most valuable information that you could possibly learn in your life. All of that will transform your life. And if you want a really good list of specific books, I have a list of self-help books that I review. Over 200 there. These books will transform your whole life. Go check it out on my website. University does not teach self-help topics at all. It's an embarrassment. It's just a complete travesty. This is one of the most important fields. Don't let others poo-poo self-help for you and tell you that it's a bad field full of pseudoscience and airy-fairy nonsense. Nothing can be further from the truth. The self-help field is one of the most practical fields, which is why it's one of the most successful fields. More self-help books are sold than probably any other books. Year over year over year, it's not a fad. The reason it is this way, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. The reason it is this way is because it's so useful to people. The next skill set is psychology. You need a deep understanding of human psychology and your own psychology, not in an academic sense, but in a practical sense, what I teach through actualize.org. Emotional mastery is another skill set. Learning about your emotions, that's also something I teach through my videos. But you can find books on that as well, mastering your emotions. Then, of course, dating, relationships, and sexuality. There's a lot to learn there, and they're not going to teach that to you in university for sure. Language is important. Learning proper and good writing and speaking skills. And what they teach you in university is not at all adequate for the kind of writing and speaking skills you need in the business environment. History is important to learn. I think there are a lot of deep lessons from history, and actually history is one of the things that university excels at teaching. But you can also learn history just as well by yourself, not within a university. You don't need to pay tens of thousands of dollars to learn history. You can find online courses and so forth to do that. The next set of skills is spirituality, philosophy, epistemology, and existential questions about reality. You might think that spirituality is some sort of airy-fairy thing, and it's not important because it's not tangible. Nothing can be further from the truth. It's impossible, basically, to have a fulfilling life without a spiritual connection. Your rationality is not going to carry you. I don't care if you're a scientist, if you're a nerd, if you're a computer programmer, you're not going to have a truly successful, what I consider a successful life, without delving into spirituality and philosophical and epistemic topics and existential topics. Topics that have to do with life and death, with what is the nature of reality. This is also something I cover in a lot of depth here in actualize.org. And then lastly, awareness, consciousness, and mindfulness. These skills and educating yourself about what awareness is and how it works, and what consciousness is and how it works, and developing mindfulness skills, meditation skills, absolutely a game changer, crucial, absolutely crucial. And it's a travesty that none of this is taught in universities at all. Truly, we are in the dark ages.